Okay, guys, let's talk about the Baddies Caribbean reunion trailer. It came out, and the first part of the reunion will be on Sunday. They done hyped it up, not only with the Tasiki and DTB thing, but also like there's other fights that are really anticipated, like Rolly and Tommy, Anna and Nunu. So I honestly think they're gonna at least have this be 3 parts, but it might even be 4. So I really don't think we're gonna get nothing on this first part. I think this first part they're gonna be backstage talking shit, and then like the last 5 or 10 minutes they're gonna just be getting on stage, and not even all of them because there's so many girls. I think the live audience will be cool. And I also think Santana is going to be a good messy host. That's why the girls don't like him, because he was really clocking AT. Janisha be being too nice. And sometimes the people they bring with her, like they've had Tamar, are also too nice. Or don't really watch the show enough to know all the tea and know what's going on. I think Santana is messy and really watch baddies like us. So he know what questions to ask. And he know how these girls really act on the show and how they're portrayed and why we feel how we feel about them as the viewers. Biggie is such a punk ass bitch talking about Teddy has his own thoughts, that little bear that she be using on her YouTube videos. No, bitch, stand on everything you be saying. Teddy is an inanimate object. That's why I'm happy they said somebody punched you in your face and you ain't do nothing. I think they said it was J.O. Natalie, why you keep bringing her back and she don't defend on herself and stand on business? You barely like her anyway. And then we already know Rolly and Tommy's gonna happen. Anna and Nunu's gonna happen. Meatball definitely threw that chair at Tinkerbella, and it does look like Gretchen and Callie low-key tried to jump Jayla again. Callie let Gretch get her ones. Like, what is the problem? And the audience is so fake because y'all know damn well y'all don't like Meatball. I be seeing the comments, but y'all was always shouting, Meatball, 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 after she hit Tinkerbella with the chair. That's crazy. We gonna see Bianca and Mariah. For some reason, Wendeley and Dia was yelling. Why was y'all yelling? Because y'all was barely in the season, and when y'all was there, y'all ain't do shit. And then Diamond come out talking about, are we lining it up or are we talking? Tasiki said, let's go. Now bitches want to get scared. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Nah, you led up to this. I'm not going to feel bad for her at all. I'm telling y'all now. Don't come over here when I do my review if you're looking for somebody to have sympathy for Diamond, because I'm going to laugh at that bitch. Mariah shit definitely look busted. E.T. and Rolly, we could see that it looked like E.T. fell or slipped on something, but Rolly is going to get on top of her and probably win that fight. Heaven Marina also looking for a moment. Who knows who she has beef with? And then Jayla and Meatball, like, I'm so confused about that one. But that kick that Meatball gave Jayla was something. She might take that win. We're going to have to see. Anna sitting there wiping herself with Nunu Wig Child. And then the last thing I peeped was that I think Tasiki was telling the truth that they didn't let her and Diamond fight that long. Because it looked like she hit Diamond ass one good time and Diamond ass went falling back into the couch. So we will be reviewing part 1 of the reunion this Sunday or Monday. Now let's quickly talk about episodes 2 and 3 of the Midwest and Going Wild auditions. I really don't have much to say. This shit was disgusting. Won't be reviewing it next time at all, I'm sure. So I'm going to quickly go through both episodes and just give you my thoughts on what the hosts were doing, any girls who might have stood out, and any moments that I just felt like was extremely crazy. Now on episode 2, the bald lady with the red fur who came in and said she was a corn star, and Rolly was like, oh yeah, that's where I know you from. And she should have made it on the show. She would have been a different type of representation if she clearly wasn't scared to fight other feminine women. And she knocked that bitch out with the quickness. Then they had the thick girl Shay come in and they had a man with a wig on. And Scotty was like, she can't fight him. He's a man. And they still let them wrestle a little bit. Like, stop trying to combine all these shows and bring Bad Boys back separately. And also bring Bobby I Love You Purr back separately if he's getting another season. Because he don't need to host every damn thing either. And they got some girl named LB on here who looked like she got downs. No shade. Big as fuck fighting some little girl. They was like, oh, you too big to be fighting her. Y'all pick and choose when y'all care about size differences. I really noticed that on this show. So Maggie came in the room. They all like, oh, we love you. You come to every audition, but y'all know y'all never gonna pick her. Then they talking about Maggie's a stripper. How? How is Maggie a stripper who be wearing a diaper, shaking her ass? And then always talking about she spent her last to get to Baddies and begging for money online. But she a stripper? Like, make it make sense. Then 2 girls started fighting. Maggie started trying to run and jump in and throw kicks. Mariah and Sapphire had to stop her. Like, get her off this show. She is not mentally well. So now we in the main room. I was happy to see Dream Doll and Cash Doll, but I already knew that Dream Doll was going to be messy. And I honestly think that her Bad Girls Club image of her being a bully and being an instigator and being messy has followed her for so long. And she's tried hard to change it. Like, she says that she doesn't like that image follows her. And she went on Love and Hip Hop and the Impact New York to try to change that image. And I feel like she succeeded in doing that and making herself look more like a real, genuine human person who actually is nice on those shows. But for her to double back or revert back to this type of show is not a good look. Because she wasn't moving how Cash Doll was moving. Cash Doll looked like she didn't want to be there and like she was annoyed with most of these girls. Dream Doll and Asian Doll was egging shit on with Natalie. But it's cute. They got all the dolls. Because, you know, back in the day, it used to be the 4 dolls. It was Cash Doll, Dream Doll, Cuban Doll, and Asian Doll. And they was all, like, coming up and rapping. And out of the 4, those 3 are still the most relevant. Renee from Young and Reckless came in there like a bad bitch. She didn't fight nobody. She was just standing around, walked up to Asian Doll and got her ticket. So I'm pretty sure she got a Baddies Midwest ticket because Natalie had told them, Baddies Going Wild is for the 21 to 30-year-old girls that just look like they on whatever. 30 plus grown boss bitches are for Baddies Midwest, but still ready to get in the paint. There was a pretty girl who stopped and talked to Janisha. Her name was Slime. She had green hair, green nails, and she said she wear green every day. I feel like she stood out and she could have possibly got casted because, like we said, let's look for personality. Let's look for somebody who got something that stands out about themselves. Jayla is kind of washed on this show. She wears her white every day. I feel like she could have been a replacement for that kind of character. Then another group came in. This girl with this pink top just came in rolling all over the floor, literally doing cartwheels and shit. It's three categories of people who get tickets. Sometimes they really just think somebody is cute and they do give them the ticket without them having to do much. The second category is you have to fight, or the third category is you have to degrade yourself in another way. Coming in, rolling all over the floor, pulling your titties out, shaking your ass, kissing another girl, shit like that. So some girl named Maya came in and she walked up to Asian Doll like, come on. And Asian Doll was like, yeah, me and this bitch got beef. This the first time I went to jail, this, that, and the third. Her and Asian Doll had a little tussle. So Ivory came in and they told her to come up and was like, oh, y'all already know Ivory's the baddest bitch in here, so who want to challenge her? Ivory fought some girl. Like I said, I don't really get into Now That's TV like that, but I do know who she is. And I feel like y'all have overhyped her a lot. She can fight, but the fact that y'all was even saying like she could fuck with Tasiki and this is how she was like windmilling into the fight is like, it's a no. Tasiki will wash her easily. It's not even a question. Then there was some girl named Big Legs from Now That's TV. Not Big Legs from Jocelyn's Cabaret, a different girl. She had on all pink with pink hair, pink eyeshadow. And she was like, I'm just ready to switch it up. I know this is my show, this, that, and the third. And Natalie was like, I'm going to give you this ticket. But E.T., Diamond the Body, you Now That's TV girls are never loyal. Then on her way down from the stairs getting the ticket, she falls on the ground and tries to play it off by twerking. Girl, we saw. Then Mariah had ran in the room attacking one of the girls. So I guess this was somebody she had beef with from her room, but somehow they still got a ticket and made it to the room with Natalie and them. Like I said, y'all, we about to wrap this video up in the next minute or two. And I won't be recapping these auditions next season. I just did it because I already told y'all that I would. But based on how the cast is looking, I will be reviewing the actual show. But we'll see if it ends up being every episode or if I do like 2 episodes at a time. We'll see how the season goes. So Natalie done told all these other girls to hit the girl that Mariah came in and hit. It was a mess. Bad Dolly came in with this fucking gauze on her nose. Natalie and them was like, oh my God, what happened? So she got her ticket, and as we know, she did get selected for this season. Some girl had a whole backpack, and Natalie was like, you know how she does her thing? Let me see, do you have deodorant in your bag? Because y'all been here all day. The girl had a whole big-ass backpack with fucking lint brushes in it and everything else and couldn't find the damn deodorant. Yeah, you don't need the ticket. I'm not going to lie. Some girl got her whole damn braid ripped out, child. They was like, oh my God, you got your braid ripped out after you told them to fight. They had 2 sisters talking to New York, and they was like, oh, if somebody swing on my sister, I'm jumping in. Some girl came and hit the sister from the back. They jumped the girl. See, some girl got a ticket because she had a picture that she made that said baddie, baddie, shot o'clock of Natalie. That was cute. She found a cute, easy way to get her ticket. But overall, this was a hot ass mess, and I'm done. See y'all later. Bye.